Alright, hello everybody. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to use my terrain generation with texturing. Now, this script already has texturing on it. It's called splat maps. If you guys want that changed, please let me know in the comments below. Now, I'm going to really quickly run through this because fortunately I don't have a whole heck of a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this, as you guys will see when you buy this. It already has that terrain in it. So this is a brand new terrain. We're going to go ahead and add our custom terrain script, just like that. And I'm just going to hit random terrain really quick. I'm going to hit it like a bunch of times. Maybe I'll bring this down a bit. Get some cooler stuff in there. Yeah, that looks cool, right? Okay, so when you're done with this, make sure that you close that, just because I know from experience, if I have something else open, I'm more likely to hit flatten than I am to hit anything else, which really sucks when you lose all that stuff. So I'm going to go back into my demo terrain textures here. That way I could just drag and drop them in. So I'm going to go to here. This is where you need to put your textures. So I'm always going to lead with grass, and I'll leave it there. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. So you can see that there's little bits of grass right here and here. Well, that's because between the levels of 10% and 20% of your height, there's only a slope between 0 and 1.5, what seems to be 2 to 3 times. So let's expand this and we'll say 45. I think that looks pretty okay with grass. So we'll go ahead and do that, and that looks okay. So now I kind of want to say, okay, now I want, another type of grass. So we'll hit this, we'll add a new element, we'll grab grass 1, put it in there, and we'll say from 0 to 0.1, we'll have it from 0 to 45, and we'll hit apply. Okay, so that's looking a little bit cooler. So see how this texture is god awful? Well, that's my own fault. I did not do well with any of these textures. So we'll go ahead and add in another one. So we'll drop this again. We'll hit plus. We'll hit element, and then we'll let's throw in a rock 2. Right? These don't look bad. And we'll say from 0 to 0.2. Actually, you know what? We'll go to 0.4 with rock. And instead of it being from 0 to 45, we're going to go from 45 to 90. Okay? Now hit apply. See how that works? Right? So what we'll do here is, instead of it being from 0.2, we're going to go ahead and put this to 0.5 and then hit apply and see what that does. So see how it just automatically plugs up all those little holes. So now I'm going to add in another rock texture. So element 4. Really, it's element 3 because we started with element 0. Let's throw in a rock 1 because why not? Okay, rock 1. We'll edit these again. So we went from 0 to 0.4. So we go from 0.4 to let's say 0.7. I'll put in the same parameters, so 45 to 90, and we'll hit apply. And as you guys can see really quickly, there's a little bit of stuff there. And if you have a snow texture, I'd put snow on top of that. Maybe even bring this down, like maybe a couple more percent, like maybe bring it down to like 0.6. Hit apply, and then see what you're left with. Like if it's obviously higher than less than 0.6, so we'll say like 0.55. Let's see what that gives us. Right, it gives us that, and then you can put your snow right there. Okay, so instead I'm gonna put it back to 0.6. Hit apply, and I'm gonna add another one of these. Actually, no, I'm not. So this is how you remove, is you just click the remove, and then you hit the minus, and it removes that selected texture. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this grass 2, and see how it's kind of competing with this grass. You can kind of see that it's in a way over top of it. If you don't want that, like especially here, if you don't want that, you can kind of mess around with the minimum height. So the splat offset allows it to be blended. The noise splat is kind of making it so that it doesn't look so machined. With all of it, Y and X. There is no Z because Z is Z is the forward axis typically, and we don't really need to worry about that too much. Although normally I would worry about that, but in this situation I'm not. Then the noise scaler is just how much you're multiplying by at the end of the day, like how random do I really need it. So we'll do that. So yeah, at the end of the day, you can add whatever you want up here. So for example, I'm just going to readjust 0.6 and then hit apply again. And so boom. So there's 0.6. You'll need to probably put it up to 0.565. Let's see how that looks. Looks a little bit better. That very well may end up just being too steep. Yeah, that looks a little steep, so I'd have to increase the rock. Instead of it being 0.6, we need to do 0.65. Hit apply. Yep, there you go. So there you have it. That's your very first texture terrain. That's how you texture your terrain. It's as simple as that. It took us, what, like 6 minutes to do that, whereas I'll typically continue to be texturing down here. If you want, you can add water in. That's the next update, is being able to apply water to this just generally. So that will be the next update, and when you apply the water, you'll want to probably do a sand texture instead of grass on the bottom. So that would be my personal opinion. It's up to you. If you want this to be like islands and stuff, that'd be really, really cool, I think. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the terrain generator. Please let me know if, what you guys think about it. If there's any improvements I can do, please let me know. And these updates will be coming out throughout the year of 2020 and 2021, just because I have a lot of projects coming up. I am in college as well, so during this pandemic time, it's going to be really crazy at the moment, especially with just trying to get, my job situated as well as all the other stuff that's going on right now. So thank you guys again very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one, which will be on erosion.